Our minds are constantly bombarded with information. To cope, our brains develop shortcuts, mental rules of thumb to make decisions quickly. These shortcuts, known as cognitive biases, influence our judgments and actions, often without us even realizing it. Understanding these biases is crucial for navigating the world with greater awareness and making sounder decisions. Imagine driving on a familiar route. You barely think about the turns, relying on automatic pilot. Cognitive biases work similarly. They streamline our thinking but can lead us astray, like taking a wrong turn because we're too reliant on our usual path. Just as we don't always see the potholes in the road ahead, we often remain oblivious to the biases shaping our perceptions. Like shadows in the corner of our eyes, they operate subtly, yet their impact on our lives can be profound. Our brains are efficient machines, always seeking the path of least resistance. Cognitive biases are a product of this efficiency drive. They allow us to quickly process information and make decisions without getting bogged down in complex analysis. Think of it like this: your brain is a muscle, and thinking deeply is like strenuous exercise. It takes effort. Biases are like mental shortcuts, allowing us to conserve energy, but sometimes leading to less accurate judgments. For example, imagine you're trying to choose between two restaurants. One has a long line out the door, while the other is empty. You might automatically assume the crowded restaurant is better, even though there could be other explanations for the difference in popularity. This tendency to equate popularity with quality is a common bias known as the bandwagon effect. It demonstrates how our minds often prioritize ease and speed over careful consideration. Cognitive biases manifest in countless ways, influencing our choices, interpretations, and interactions. Recognizing these biases in action is the first step towards mitigating their influence. Confirmation bias, for instance, leads us to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs while ignoring evidence that contradicts them. This can create echo chambers, reinforcing pre-existing notions and making it difficult to engage in objective reasoning. Another prevalent bias is the hindsight bias, which tricks us into believing that past events were more predictable than they actually were. After something happens, we tend to overestimate our ability to have predicted it, often saying, "I knew it all along." Then there's the self-serving bias, a sneaky one that distorts our perception of responsibility. When things go well, we readily take credit, attributing success to our abilities. Conversely, when we face failures, we're quick to blame external factors, protecting our egos but hindering our growth. Section 4. Blind spots: why we don't see our own prejudices. If biases are so pervasive, why are we often blind to their influence on our own thinking? The answer lies in the very nature of these mental shortcuts. Biases operate largely unconsciously, like hidden software programs running in the background of our minds. We're unaware of their influence because they feel intuitive and natural, leading us to believe we're being objective even when we're not. Furthermore, acknowledging our biases can be uncomfortable. It challenges our self-image as rational thinkers and forces us to confront the possibility that our judgments may be flawed. This discomfort often leads us to rationalize our beliefs and actions, further solidifying the biases we're trying to ignore. Section 5. The high cost of bias: from misjudgments to missed opportunities. The consequences of unchecked biases extend far beyond individual decision-making. They can perpetuate stereotypes, fuel prejudice, and create barriers to equality and understanding. In the workplace, for instance, biases can influence hiring decisions, leading to discrimination and lack of diversity. They can also affect performance reviews, promotions, and overall team dynamics, creating an uneven playing field. On a societal level, biases can contribute to systemic inequalities, influencing everything from criminal justice outcomes to access to healthcare and education. Recognizing and addressing these biases is essential for creating a more just and equitable society. Section 6. Shining a light: practical steps to overcome our biases. While overcoming biases entirely may be impossible, we can take steps to mitigate their influence and make more objective decisions. First and foremost, cultivate self-awareness. Pay attention to your thought patterns, especially when making judgments or forming opinions. Ask yourself, am I seeing the whole picture, Or am I being swayed by my preconceived notions? Seek out diverse perspectives. Engage with people from different backgrounds and with different viewpoints. This can help challenge your assumptions and broaden your understanding. Finally, be willing to change your mind. If presented with evidence that contradicts your beliefs, don't shy away from revising your perspective. Embracing intellectual humility and a willingness to learn from mistakes are key to overcoming biases.